Good afternoon, students. Today we will be discussing about funding MBA. What are the procedures to get the loans and what are the different types of scholarship that you will be able to get from B schools. All those things we will be discussing in today's video. First thing, what are we supposed to concentrate at the beginning? Should I concentrate about my how will I get a loan? Will I be able to secure a loan after I put my hard work for 1 year or even 2 years? Somebody might put it only for 6 months and all. No, don't worry about that because this is what the video is about. So be assured you will be able to get a loan for sure. So all you need to focus is on first get an admit from a B school. It can be IIMs, it can be NITs, or it can be IITs, or it can be SP Jain, MBA, whatever. Or even, let us say I am not able to crack the bigger exam, so I am writing a state level exam, TANSET, and I secured a seat at Anna University or SSN or even PhD Tech. Very good. So first secure that admit. So our first and foremost concentration should be on securing a B school admit. Then, now let us talk about the actual loan process. Home branch versus B school branch. So what do we mean by this? When I talk about home branch, let me say I am coming from Coimbatore. So the bank that I want to apply loan or I want to get a loan, if that bank is also in Coimbatore, then that is known as my home branch. Let me say I am getting an admit at IIM Bangalore and I want to take a loan from the IIM Bangalore campus or from Bangalore some of the SBI or Indian banks, etc. Then that is what we call it as B school branch. So this is the first classification we have to know. What are the advantages and disadvantages? Of course, both of them have their own advantages. So let us discuss about it first. So let us talk about home branch first. When I talk about home branch, the biggest advantage will be when you want to secure a loan, if you are going for the B rated B schools, I mean not rated B level B schools is what I would tell. When I talk about IIMs or top private B schools and all, I can always opt the B school branch. I'll tell you why. So when it comes to the non-IIMs and private B schools where the rating is like not A++, not A, and it comes in the level of B and below, then we can always opt for home branch because the amount that would be given to us will be on slightly on the lower side. Let us say 7.5 lakhs. Somebody might have a limit of 9 lakhs. Some banks might have a limit of 10 lakhs. So for the amount that is over and above that, then I need to have a co-guarantor or I need to have collateral, etc. If you are going for a co-guarantor, the problem will be, let me say you are going to study at Hyderabad. Then you need to take that person there. It would be a pain for you as well as for that person. For you, it would be financially also, it's going to be an extra burden. So that is not needed. So in home branch, you know a person, you go to the bank, somebody in your friend circle or from your relative circle might know the branch manager. The branch manager always have a small influence to approve the loan as well. So always for those type of B schools, home branch is always better. When you get into the top Ivy level B schools like IIMs or SP Jains or MDAs where the brand name is very, very high, you will easily get it because admission committee themselves will send your names to them and then they themselves will contact you. Within a matter of days or maximum 1 or 2 weeks, your entire process would be settled. So that would be the biggest advantage when it comes to B school branch. Now next one, interest rate. This is always going to play a very, very important role. The lower the interest, the better for us, obviously. So it varies between 6.5% to 10%. Next thing I need to concentrate is whether it is a special loan or a normal loan. Always try to go for a special loan. If at all possible, always try to go for a special loan. I can quote a own example of mine also. Why? Because I went to Indian Bank because that was the bank which was very closest to me as well. I tried in some 2-3 banks. They told you came very late. We have achieved the target for giving the number of education loans. So that means the bank will have a target. Their targets were achieved. So I was like, I don't know how am I going to fund my MBA. It was PhD Tech and the fee was also on a relatively lower side. Still, at the time it was a burden to me. Then I thought, so how am I going to overcome this? I went to the Indian Bank branch manager. I talked. He again told the same thing. So almost 10-12 banks I met. Everybody told the same thing because it was almost August when we were about to join. So that was very late, in fact. Then I went online and I just searched what are the ways to apply for a loan. That was the second year or third year in which Indian Bank actually came up with this online loan scheme portal, and I just applied in that. I let it go, and still I was tensed. And after some 2-3 days, the bank themselves called me, calling, you have applied for online loan, can you come and meet us in person? Then I went, and they told, this is the procedure, you don't need to have any collateral, no co-guarantor, nothing, you can avail the loan, and it was just disbursed in a week. So that means it was a special type of a loan at that point of time. So they will have a target for special as well as for normal. The special, people might not be knowing at the earliest. So the more you know about it, the better you will be able to secure a loan. So that is the best part of it. Now let me talk about a scheme that has been launched by the central government of India, Vidya Lakshmi portal. VIDYALAKSHMI, Vidya Lakshmi. This is an amazing portal, to be honest, guys. You just go to Vidya Lakshmi educational loan. You will see 45 banks that are registered over there. I can see KVB, I can see Bank of Baroda, I can see Andhra Bank, I can see Punjab National Bank. I've seen even Indian Overseas Bank, Indian Bank was there. So there are a lot of banks, and they have 139 schemes. When I talk like 139 schemes, it is not only for MBA, obviously. They have it separately for Agri, they have it separately for engineering, they will have separately for maritime studies, they will have separately for MBA. So for under everything, you will have some 2 or 3 different schemes that comes under that. So that is how they have classified the 139 schemes. So all you need to do is go to the portal, apply, and the best part is you will be able to apply for more than 5 banks also. Up to 5 or 6 banks you will be able to apply the loan basically. Then after scrutinizing your application, the banks will either select, in certain cases they will reject also. From that, you can see which interest rate will be lowest for you, which will be the most convenient bank for you, and then you can choose it up. So that is a best thing that the central government has done in the past 4 to 5 years. So it's Vidya Lakshmi portal, log in ASAP and check it out. So even if you want to do your loan next year, so you will have a fair idea and you will not be in a disturbed state of mind regarding that loan process. Now when it comes to collateral, 7.5 lakh, whenever we go to the bank, they always talk this technical term, 7.5 lakhs, 20 lakhs, etc. When I talk about 7.5 lakhs, certain banks will tell 7.5 lakhs is the limit for this type of college. Some banks will tell, I will give up to 20 lakhs for this type of college. Now let me say, I go to a bank, but my fee is 22 lakhs and your approved is 20 lakhs. So there is 2 things that we can do. One, I can pay 2 lakhs by myself if I am able to. Number 2, I need to give a collateral of my property, gold, whatever it is, or I have to go with a co-guarantor. So that part will be taken care by the bank also. The same goes with 7.5 lakhs. Mostly the top B schools will have the bracket of 20 lakhs and the lower level, what I talked about home branch, they will have the level of 7.5 lakhs. And it is not a thumb rule again, because we all know Great Lakes Chennai. The flagship program of them is 1 year PGP course, of course. And one of my student in 2017, he got 100% loan sanctioned, and the amount is also not like 7 or 8 lakhs, it went up to 18 to 19 lakhs. He got 100% loan sanctioned. So when we talk about Great Lakes, in some area they tell it as B level and they tell it is only 7.5 lakhs. But in Tamil Nadu it is in the category of about 18 to 19. So it all depends on institute to institute, what level that institute has been rated by that particular bank, because the same Great Lakes might not be rated in the same level by Indian Bank. So we need to know that kind of classifications. So that will be known only when we apply to the loan or when we talk with the branches. Limit for IIMs, especially the top ones, they always have a limit up to 40 lakhs. When I talk about 40 lakhs, what are the fee that would be included? Your admission fee would be included, your tuition fee would be included, your exam fee would be included, your laptop fee will be included, everything would be included. And the best part, the top IIMs, for example, I can always recollect a couple of incidents from Bangalore. Couple of my students always took money at the beginning of every month, 10,000 or 15,000. If I want 10,000 at the beginning of the month, for my expenses inside the B school, or if at all I want to present some papers and go out, then that money would be, I can get it as a loan from the bank itself. Of course, at the end of 2 years tenure, you are expected to repay that, but still, it's not going to be a burden to the parents. So you will be leading your own life and then you can repay that at any point of time. So that's how it always works. So the components including exam fee you will be able to avail. Loan disbursement, this is very interesting because I go to IIM Ahmedabad, let us say, my fee is 24, not on the day one they will give the entire 24 lakhs to us. It all depends on which trimester, how much has to be paid, and you need to submit the document, then the loan amount would be disbursed there. So that is how the banks will also work. Clear with it? So let us say second year, at the beginning of fourth trimester, I want to pay 8 lakhs. Now, why I mentioned especially about the second year is because you would have completed your internship, you would have had a amount like close to 2 or 2.5 lakhs as your internship income, and then you might have got some scholarships, or you might have been able to win some competitions. Let us say you have 5 lakhs in your hand, pay that from your pocket. So that means your amount would be reduced. So from 24 it directly goes down to what? 19. So the interest that you will be paying and everything will actually go down. So that is the beauty of this process as well. Moratorium period, it's extremely important one. So what is this moratorium period? The day from which my loan has to be started repaid. There are two things. One year from the end of my course date. Let us say this April 2024 a person has completed. So April 2025 he needs to start repaying his loan. Number 2, 6 months from the date of getting a job. So I got a job in the month of May. So from this 6 months, so in October or November, I need to start repaying my loan. So this is my moratorium period. During this time, the interest will be calculated on simple interest only. That's the best part of it. The moment you start repaying, it goes to compound interest. So that's the reason I am again telling you, if you get any scholarships, if you get a good amount of internship income, or if you go to a couple of colleges, you win cash prize of say 2 lakh, 3 lakh and all, try to pay it during the moratorium period. So what will happen is, let us say you got a loan of 20 lakhs, you are able to repay something like 4 lakhs, so you will be repaying only 16 lakhs. So that the burden for you will come very low. So that is the point of it. So the day you start repaying, it goes compound interest. That means your amount you will be paying will also be on the higher side. Scholarship schemes, this is extremely important because most of the students when they go inside the B school, they don't have an idea of what are the scholarships that would be available, what are the various schemes in which I will be able to avail the scholarships and all. Because you will be eligible to get up to 3 lakh scholarship in every year. So that means if you get that for 2 years consecutively, you will be getting 6 lakhs. So even if your fee is going to be 24, 25% you will be able to get it from scholarship itself. So that means it's the remaining only 75%. So this is the best part about scholarships. Since most of students also wanted to know about it, we are including it here. The first, we always talk about government scholarship because government scholarship, they don't discriminate. They give it to almost everybody. There are two basic types. One is based on reservation and the other one is based on disability. When I talk about reservation, it is of a certain community and it's not for all the people that they are going to give left, right, center. No. There is a income bracket. Some cases they tell it is 4.5 lakhs per year. Some cases it is 6.5 lakhs per year. Some cases it is even 3 lakhs per year. So that is a kind of income they expect from that particular community, and if you fall under that, you can always apply and you will be able to avail that scholarship. And the amount is also varying. So in certain cases it starts even with as meager as 150 rupees per month and it goes on up to almost 2 lakhs per year. So it is the variation that is what counts. So we need to know which will be best suited for us. So I will tell you how we can find it out also by this end of the slide. Disability based. So whether you have a physical disability like I don't have an eye, or my hand or leg is amputated because of an accident, etc., or you have a physical deformation right from the beginning and all, then you will be able to apply for this. So this is how it works. Now the most important thing you are expected to notice, scholarships.gov.in. You go to this website, it's a beautiful website, it's super good website I would say, because you go to this, you will know which category, which scholarship you will be able to get, because every state wise they had given. So if you belong to Tamil Nadu, you just need to click on Tamil Nadu and apply which community you belong to, and then there you will find another 5-10 sub classifications. From that you can choose which will be best suited for you. So that is the reason I told I need to know starting from 150 till if I say 2 lakh, it's approximately 15 to 17,000 per month. So which would be best suited for me, and which is the best I will be able to avail from the government. So you need to know that first. So go to this website first, check it out, and then you'll know it. The best part, I suggest you spend around an hour in this website and make a note in an Excel sheet, so you know which one you want to apply the next year. Because certain schemes close as early as January 23rd itself, and the latest I have seen yesterday or day before was every scheme is getting closed by March itself. So that means you should know which one you want to apply, and the moment you get your CAT score or something, you can start applying for that particular scholarship. It's as simple as that. So just visit this and you will know a lot of other details. So this is the very first kind of scholarship that I can talk about. Next is institute based. Institute based, every institute usually provides it. When I talk about the top IIMs, top B schools and all, they give it for the top 10% or top 25% of the students. Again, not all will be able to get that. It is based on the income limit. Certain B schools will have a limit of 15 lakhs per annum. Certain B schools will have 8.5 lakhs per annum. Certain B schools might tell 10 lakhs per annum. Certain might say even 6 lakhs per annum is also fine. And being a female, gender advantage is also there, because they will give a exclusive scholarship for female. For example, if I have to recollect, there is an institute in Mysore known as SDM IMD. They give a scholarship of 75,000 per annum for girls alone. If you are a female, every female can actually avail that scholarship. And if they get above 70 percentile in CAT, then they are again they will be able to get around 1.5 lakhs as an overall scholarship, or almost close to 2 lakhs. So whichever is higher, you will be able to opt for that. So based on your CAT score, and some institutes will have it based on their exam. I don't want it based on an entrance exam to my B school, but rather I prefer to give it based on my internal evaluation. So that is how most of the top B schools will be giving it. So you need to make a note of what are the scholarships that I can actually apply and which one I want to win it up. That means you need to actually fall in the top 10% or 25%. So if you are smart enough, and if that scholarship is, let us say, 1.5 lakhs per annum, 3 lakhs you will be able to get it only from scholarship. Imagine the amount of pressure that would be reduced in terms of education loan to you. Next one is alumni based. This is a beautiful actually. This will be given by the passed out alumni to the present year students. I'll tell you the logic behind it, because there would have been a lot of students who would have been finding it difficult to pay their fee. So that is the reason these people have seen that and they wanted to contribute to the community. The first one, this is I've taken only for Ahmedabad, and every B school do have that. But one important thing when you take an alumni based scholarship is you need to repay that. Within 7 or 8 years of your course is done, you need to repay that. Not in the sense to the same alumni, but when you are repaying it to that particular account, what happens is that will go for the other deserving students. So it is a cycle basically. So when they keep it for 5 or 7 years, every year that 9-10 students will always get benefited. So that is the best part when it comes to a alumni based scholarship, because they want the student community not to be dependent. They don't want only because of money, they are not supposed to forego their education and all. So that is the reason. So you also need to give it back, and the amount will be credited only if you sign that consent form. Only then you will be eligible to get that alumni based. So first one is PGP Alumni Endowment of IIM Ahmedabad. This is like you would be given 1.75 lakhs per annum. That is 3.5 lakhs in 2 years together. That is the amount that you will be able to get it using this. When it comes to Peri Vishwanath, this is a sad story actually, because this person died in a road accident during his first year or second year, that I can't recollect actually. So to commemorate this guy, all his friends made a scholarship in his name, and every year they give it to 5 students. The amount goes as high as 2 lakhs per annum. So that means the person who gets it will be like 4 lakhs they will be able to get. Every year it can change also, because first year you will be in the top 10, but the second year you might not be fitting in there. So if you want to get that 4 lakhs, then you have to be pulling up your socks and giving your best, and you have to be smart enough to get this also. So this is about alumni based. And the last one is about industry based. This is the best because you don't need to repay. They are actually giving the money to us. The first one is Aditya Birla. They give as good as 1.75 lakhs per annum. So that means in 2 years you can actually get 3.5 lakhs, and they give it to 3 students. Second is Dunia Scholarship. This is a Dubai based organization. They give 1 lakh per year for one student. OP Jindal, they give 1.5 lakhs per year for 2 students, and T Thomas gives 1.5 lakhs per year for 3 students. So this is the various, and this is not only for Ahmedabad. They given lot of various B schools. So that's the reason they cut down the number for every B school. So let us say they are giving it for some 15 B schools. That means then Aditya Birla alone will be giving for almost for 50 students every year. So you can imagine the amount of money they are investing. That means you need to know what are the type of scholarship you want to target and go there and win it back. So that is how the logic always works. So salary and repayment tenure. This is where again I am going to stress on the importance of getting a scholarship and the internship amount. Let me put for a case. You got a loan of 20 lakhs. And out of the 20 lakhs, I got an internship of say 2 lakhs, and then I got a scholarship of say 3 lakhs, and I went to a couple of competitions and won 2 lakhs. So the total amount that I have made is 7 lakhs. Let me say I have used 50% for parties, for going out, for all the other various activities. So that means still you have 3.5 lakhs. Repaid before the moratorium period, you will be repaying only 16.5 lakhs. That means you can actually pre-close the loan. And the best part about pre-closing education loan is you don't have any fine or penalty for it. You can directly pre-close it and then move on. So that is the best part about it. So win as much as scholarships as possible, get an proper highly paid internship, and go for competitions and win cash prizes. That way you will actually be doing a world of good for yourself. This is just a small illustration. Assuming you got 20 lakh and you are able to repay 25,000 per month, and time is 8 to 9 years. So you will be able to repay it in this month. Now, should I fix it as 25,000 per month, or should I repay it for 10 or 15 years? Nothing has a standard answer. Here, always ensure you put some 15 to 20% in your savings first, because that is the most important thing. So whatever you get in hand, put 15 to 20% in your savings, and then you have your normal expenses on a monthly basis, and then something you need to contribute to your parents, and then you need to have something known as an emergency fund. What is an emergency fund? If at all I am going for my friend's marriage all of a sudden, don't take it from savings. Have it as an emergency fund. So put something like 5,000 every month. You won't believe, after 2 years it would be going up to 1.5 lakhs almost. So that is the way you need to plan your finances, guys. So the remaining, whatever is remaining, let us say 20,000 is what remaining, that is fine. After 1 year, you can always, the moment you get your first hike, you can always increase it to 30,000 also. So that is how you need to start operating. So don't fix a amount, because the best part in repaying an education loan is you have income tax rebate of almost 1.5 lakhs per annum for interest of education loan alone. So that is the best part of it. Also, when you go to technical institutes like IITs or NITs, there is a small waiver in terms of percentage in loans also. So that is another thing that has to be noted. So finally, appreciate your time. Whatever queries you have, you can always post it in the comments.